Hi everyone, my name is Mercy. Welcome to my channel. Super excited for you to be here, and in this video I'm actually going to be talking about my pediatrics rotation, just the sources that I used and how I studied for it. For those that were waiting for this video, I'm sorry that it took so long. So if you are interested, keep on watching. Let's go! I'm going to state the sources that I used, which were, of course, UWorld, Online Med-Ed, because I absolutely love Online Med-Ed. It gives you a basic coverage of the information that you need to know, and then you need to definitely supplement it with other things, sometimes supplemented with Firecracker. Like if there was something in particular, a particular topic that I wasn't sure of, I would go to Firecracker. There are a couple cases that I looked at with other students during the rotation, but that was like for a day or two, and that was case files. But other than that, I didn't use any text, but oh yes, I did. Master of the Boards 2 and Master of the Boards 3. They're so short. That's why I forgot about it, because they're so short, and I've probably finished it, I think, within a day or two. Both of them take less than 2 days, so because they're not that long. You can spread them, that's fine, but it's so short and you can easily go through it. MTB3 was recommended by a friend. He said that it was something that was really good. I mean, I looked at it and I thought it was good, but like I wasn't like amazed by it, but I read through just because I wanted to, because it was quick and easy, and it was a nice read actually. MTB is usually a nice read. So Master of the Boards, UWorld, Online Med-Ed, and I also used a little bit of Firecracker. Like I said, it didn't like really zone in, which Firecracker is an amazing source. However, I just can't get myself to just go through all that reading. I don't know why, like I get like so antsy, so it just sucks. So if you can get into Firecracker and hold on to it, I think it's an excellent source. And then lastly, I used the NBMEs. I did not use all 4. I did 2 for sure, and then I did not finish the next 2 because I was running out of time. It was just a mess of a rotation for me. But I remember as I was going, I was in the building to take the shelf exam. It was in the city, so I was just like looking through. I used the Facebook one, so like they posted all the questions on Facebook, and then they would also have answers. So I used that. Like that's what I was like looking at right before the going into the shelf exam, which wasn't a good idea, but I did well, so it's fine. I do think that all of the NBMEs do help for sure. Especially for psych, the NBMEs were excellent. I did only 2 and I was fine, so you will be fine. So if you don't have time, don't kick yourself, but I would definitely try to do all 4. I use these shelf exams, or I use the rotation itself to prepare my notes, essentially. So that was one thing that I didn't do well on with my internal medicine. My internal medicine notes are non-existent, so I'm like trying to fill that in as I'm going through, but I'm so behind with this, not even funny. So I'll show you how I did my pediatrics, which is how I did my psych, and also how I'm doing my OB-GYN. Oh, actually I printed it out then. So this is my folder, which holds both my pediatrics and my psych notes. And so essentially this is all from UWorld. There is a few where I think it was another question bank that I thought the information was pretty good and I inserted, but that's like really rare. So you can do that if you want, so you don't have to just make a UWorld. As long as the question is really good, I think it deserves to be taken notes on. I won't really have that much time to read through them now, but when I get closer to my step, then I'll definitely open this up and really go through all the details and make sure I know I'm definitely 100% on these topics for sure, and then also supplement another Q-Bank since I've already used UWorld. And of course, UWorld, like I said, is an amazing source, and you don't need to feel guilty about using up the questions, because everything on there is so important to know. It's high yield, so why not learn all those details, and then if there's something that you got wrong, which trust me, especially with OB-GYN, I'm getting so many wrong, but like I'm learning through it, I'm reading the explanation, and that's the key. So now how did I actually study? So what I did was I did the online med ed, I read the MTB. As I was going through UWorld, I was studying then. Those get like kind of my baseline. And then after my UWorld question bank was done for pediatrics, I then reviewed my notes. I also supplemented with the Kaplan Q-Bank. Now I didn't finish all of the Kaplan questions, but I did about halfway through, a little less than halfway through, just to supplement it with other questions to see what I'm not getting right. And then sometimes if a particular subject was really bad for me and I kept on getting it wrong, what I would do is like really slow myself down and go into Firecracker and really thoroughly read that and then do the flashcards that come with it. And then I would try to explain things out loud. So that was my way of studying for it. And I think another thing that is really important to learn is to be able to use time in between when you're not doing anything while you're in the hospital to read. I feel with me, like I need a desk to sit at and like, you know, have everything properly organized in a particular way for me to get studying done. And I think that definitely wasted my time. And actually in this rotation, I'm learning to utilize my time while I'm at the hospital by reading through case files. So this is OB-GYN rotation that I'm talking about. So try to learn to be able to just pick up something and read through without needing a desk to sit at to study. So if you're like me, you need that desk, try to get out of that thought process and be able to like just pick something up and start reading it, and you're not wasting time and you're studying. So slowly you're just gonna build. That's what I'm doing with, and I think I'm getting better with that. So I really hope that was helpful. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button if you did enjoy this video, and go ahead and follow me on my Instagram.